Deep in the heart of Worcestershire, England, a secret was buried. Hidden inside a hollow tree, it waited, silent, mysterious, and chilling. What secrets does this tree hold? And who put Bella in the Wych Elm? It was 1943. The world was in the grip of war, and the peaceful Hagley Wood was no exception. But what four boys discovered while exploring that quiet forest would spark one of England's most haunting mysteries: a human skull hidden inside a wych elm tree. As investigators scrambled to piece together the puzzle, the case only grew stranger. Years later, eerie graffiti began appearing across the region, asking the same chilling question: who put Bella in the wych elm? This simple yet sinister phrase has kept the mystery alive for decades, and today we're diving deep into the theories, secrets, and unanswered questions surrounding this baffling case. Stay with us as we untangle the lies behind one of history's darkest stories. It was April 1943. The world was embroiled in the chaos of World War II. In the countryside of Worcestershire, England, Hagley Wood stood quiet, a peaceful refuge away from the bombings and turmoil. But within its ancient trees lay a dark secret, one that would soon be unearthed. Four local boys, Bob Farmer, Fred Payne, Thomas Willits, and Bob Hart, ventured into Hagley Wood that day, eager for adventure. Wartime restrictions left them with little to do, and exploring the forest seemed like the perfect way to pass the time. As they wandered deeper into the woods, their curiosity was piqued by a large wych elm. Bob Farmer decided to climb the tree, hoping to find birds' nests, or perhaps something valuable. But instead of treasure, Bob found something far more disturbing: a human skull, staring back at him from the hollow trunk. Terrified, the boys quickly descended from the tree and fled the woods. They vowed to keep their discovery a secret, fearing they might get into trouble for trespassing. But young Thomas Willits, overwhelmed with guilt, eventually told his parents. The police were called, and what they found confirmed the boys' worst fears. Inside the tree, they recovered not just the skull, but a nearly complete human skeleton, still partially clothed in tattered remains of fabric. Nearby, buried in the soil, they discovered a severed hand. The body had been there for over a year, decomposing in the hollow confines of the tree. The macabre scene raised more questions than answers. Who was this person? How did they end up in the tree? And, perhaps most haunting of all, why? This chilling discovery marked the beginning of a mystery that would haunt the region for decades, leaving investigators and locals alike grasping for answers. When police arrived at Hagley Wood, they immediately understood the gravity of the situation. A human skeleton hidden inside a tree was no ordinary discovery. It was a potential crime scene. The area was secured, and forensic experts were called in to examine the remains. Forensic analysis confirmed that the remains belonged to a female, likely in her mid-30s. She was estimated to have been around 5 feet tall, with irregular teeth. One in particular stood out, as it was unusually crooked. Experts believed she had been dead for at least 12 to 18 months, placing her death sometime around late 1941 or early 1942. The woman's teeth, while distinctive, failed to provide any concrete leads. At the time, dental records were not universally maintained, making identification nearly impossible. Investigators also noted that the woman's hand had been severed and buried nearby, a detail that hinted at a possible ritualistic element to her death. One theory soon emerged. The woman's body must have been placed inside the tree while it was still pliable, likely shortly after her death, before rigor mortis set in. This suggested the perpetrator had intimate knowledge of both the location and the tree itself, raising suspicions of a local connection. Despite an extensive search of missing persons reports, the woman's identity remained a mystery. No records matched her description, and locals claimed to have no knowledge of anyone who had disappeared around that time. Without a name, motive, or suspect, the case grew colder by the day. The discovery of a severed hand and the peculiar circumstances surrounding her death only deepened the enigma. Was this a crime of passion, a wartime execution, or something far more sinister? With no clear answers, the investigation reached a standstill. But soon the haunting question, who put Bella in the Wych Elm, would breathe new life into the mystery, captivating the public and spawning countless theories. Months after the discovery of the body in Hagley Wood, the case had begun to fade from public consciousness. Without an identity or suspect, investigators were at a dead end. But then a chilling message appeared. 4 simple words that reignited the mystery. Who put Bella in the Wych Elm? The first known instance of the graffiti was reported in 1944, about a year after the body was discovered. It was scrawled on a wall in Birmingham, roughly 11 miles from Hagley Wood. Over time, more messages appeared, each asking the same sinister question. The eerie phrase seemed to taunt both investigators and the public. Who was Bella? And how did the author of the graffiti know her name? A detail never released by police. Speculation swirled about the origins of the graffiti. Was it the work of a prankster looking to stir up fear and curiosity? Or could it have been a deliberate act by someone with knowledge of the crime? Perhaps even the killer? The graffiti captured the imagination of the public, transforming Bella's case from a local tragedy into a nationwide enigma. Theories began to spread, ranging from espionage and witchcraft to the involvement of secret societies. The cryptic message made Bella a figure of folklore, a mystery too chilling to forget. Over the years, the graffiti continued to appear sporadically, often in places where the public couldn't miss it. The simple, haunting question served as a reminder of the unanswered mystery, keeping Bella's story alive in the minds of generations. Was it a cruel joke, or was it someone trying to guide investigators toward the truth? The origins of the graffiti remain as mysterious as the case itself, adding yet another layer to this unsolved riddle. Who was Bella, and how did she meet such a grim fate? Over the decades, countless theories have emerged, each attempting to solve this haunting puzzle. From wartime espionage to dark occult practices, these ideas range from plausible to fantastical. Let's unravel them one by one. One of the most intriguing theories suggests that Bella was a spy during World War II. Wartime Britain was a hotbed of espionage, with German agents infiltrating the countryside to gather intelligence. Could Bella have been one of them? Supporters of this theory point to a curious connection. A German spy named Josef Jacobs, captured in 1941, allegedly mentioned a woman named Clara Bella, who worked as a spy for the Nazis. It's speculated that Bella may have been operating in Worcestershire, where she could have met her untimely end. Perhaps she was killed by fellow agents, silenced for knowing too much. Or maybe she was discovered by British authorities and executed covertly. This theory fits with the secretive nature of wartime operations, but without concrete evidence, it remains just a possibility. Another theory ventures into the realm of the occult. The severed hand, buried separately from the body, hints at ritualistic practices. In folklore, the hand of a criminal was sometimes buried to imprison their spirit or curse them in the afterlife. Hagley Wood, with its ancient trees and eerie atmosphere, had long been associated with witchcraft and superstition. Some believed Bella was the victim of a dark ritual, a sacrifice intended to appease some ancient force or to bind her spirit to the tree. The Wych Elm itself could hold significance. In folklore, trees are often seen as gateways between worlds. Was Bella placed in the tree as part of a sinister ceremony, or was this merely a coincidence twisted by imagination? Not all theories are steeped in espionage or the supernatural. Some suggest Bella's death was the result of a tragic betrayal. Perhaps she was involved in a doomed romance, a scorned lover, jealous rival, or a crime of passion leading to her death. In this scenario, her body was hastily hidden in the hollow tree. a desperate act to conceal the crime. The lack of identification could mean she was a transient, a woman passing through the area with no one to report her missing. Espionage, witchcraft, betrayal. Each theory offers a tantalizing piece of the puzzle but leaves us with more questions than answers. Was Bella a spy caught in the crossfire of war, a victim of dark rituals, or an unfortunate soul whose story remains untold? Without evidence to confirm any theory, the truth remains as elusive as ever. What do you think? Could one of these theories hold the key to solving the mystery, or is the truth something we've yet to uncover? Share your thoughts in the comments below as we continue to explore this chilling case. Decades have passed since the discovery in Hagley Wood, yet the mystery of Bella in the Wych Elm remains as haunting as ever. With no resolution, this case has transformed from a grim wartime crime into a cultural phenomenon, captivating generations with its unanswered questions. Bella's story has been retold in countless forms. Books, podcasts, documentaries, and even songs have sought to unravel the enigma. From speculative thrillers to in-depth investigative series, each retelling brings a fresh perspective, ensuring the mystery remains alive in popular culture. Writers and filmmakers have been drawn to the case, not just for its eerie details, but for the human story at its core. A life cut short, forgotten by history, yet remembered by a question scrawled on walls. The story of Bella in the Wych Elm is a puzzle with too many missing pieces. Who was Bella? Why was she placed in the hollow of that tree? And perhaps most haunting of all, who continues to ask that chilling question? Who put Bella in the Wych Elm? Despite decades of investigation, speculation, and storytelling, the truth remains as elusive as the shadowy figure who painted those words on a wall. Was Bella a victim of espionage, a ritual sacrifice, or an unfortunate soul who met a tragic end at the hands of someone she trusted? Perhaps we'll never know the answers, and maybe that's what keeps her story alive. Bella's tale is a reminder that history holds secrets, some too deeply buried to ever be uncovered. Yet her story invites us to question, to imagine, and to remember. What do you think? Could one of the theories we explored hold the key to unlocking this mystery? Or is the truth something we haven't yet considered? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspectives. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Shadows of Crime for more chilling mysteries. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe. This has been Shadows of Crime, where we untangle the lies behind history's darkest stories. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more true crime mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss another journey into the shadows. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time as we uncover more untold stories.